I have a story of a shameless whore whom I once saw cavorting with her Carl in plain sight. What was your name in those days?
You've stood by all this time while your mama torments me. Take a message to Mrs. Wells. Tell her I want to come back.
I'll smile and bring you new custom.
The Spartans would like a sacrifice.
One girl, one name.
That's still Fallon?
I'll take you to my underworld one day.
Get off, you're disgusting.
Well, your sister doesn't seem to think so, do you?
I am not yours to command.
My man, you were majestic last night.
We did it.
We did. I haven't forgotten about the French girl.
No, madam, you
Mrs. Margaret Wells, see Mrs. Lydia Quigley.
Stay back.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I come in peace.
With your brute in tow?
I've come to pay Mary Louise's debt to you. I didn't poach her. She came to me. This makes us even for Emily Lacey. It'd be better for business if we called a truce on our recent skirmishes.
You overreach yourself.
You underestimate me. You always have.
You're still the halfpenny drab I picked out of the gutter.
The same halfpenny drab that now runs a fine house with the means to come at you.
I'm quaking with fear.
I know what you are. Mary Louise tells me that you still keep your girls locked in. Sounds an awful lot like kidnap.
You dare! You dare! Play that vengeful trick on me again, and I will raise your house to the ground with you and all your vile spawn in it.
Do you accept our truce?
I should have turned your putrid mother away. You'd have died in that gutter within a week.
Thank you for all your charity.
Mrs. Wells! Mrs. Wells!
Mrs. Wells, is it? You bitch! You are not...
Please stop it!
I looked after you, and you betrayed me! Oh, Charles! So sorry. So sorry. I'm so... Charles, please!
Mrs. Wells! Fallon, we cannot stop. Mrs. Wells!
Lord Fallon. Sir?
May I compliment you on the superbly filthy revels of last night? Our odyssey has been a blur of delights. But your young daughter stands out.
I'd like to meet her.
I'm here to see Charlotte.
Enter. Lucy. Startling joy.
I came to see Charlotte.
Well, she's deserted me. Yet again. You'll have to keep me company.
I paid my debt to you.
And wasn't it exhilarating? There's no shame in coming back for more. Well, perhaps I could keep both you and Charlotte. What a cosy threesome we'd make. I strive for achievements in life, Haxby. Bedding both Wells sisters has been one of my finest.
Charlotte Wells.
Sir Christopher, what a delightful surprise.
The delightful mine, Miss Wells. You are always a treat for the senses.
What a fine figure you make on your horse. Sir George is stewing in his pit, reeking like a still. I simply had to take some air.
I find there's nothing better than a good ride to see off the effects of drink.
We still talking about horses?
Mrs. Quigley is making you ill. This house is not worth it. I have to leave.
You must stay.
I do not understand her hold over you.
She has been sent into our lives for a purpose.
Yeah, but we risk being corrupted by her.
Not you, my dear pure girl. It is a trial. It is not for us to understand. It is God's will.
But you are not strong enough.
Then you must be strong enough for both of us. Go out amongst the harlots. Tell them no penitence is ever enough. For once they besmirch themselves, the stench will follow them their whole lives through.
We could do with a night off, couldn't we? Cunny's dry as chalk.
A bit of butter will sort that out, Fanny. We're open as usual, so don't suffer.
Oh, yes.
Here's a guinea for last night. Guinea for each year. It's a taste of things to come if we all work hard.
Thank you, Mrs. Wells.
Thank you, Miss Wells.
And my guinea?
I paid your debt this morning. You'll get yours next time round.
You're lucky to have me.
I like your front, mademoiselle. Keep that up. The Coles will love it. Fanny, show her to your room. Here she is, the girl of the hour. One of the finest gentlemen in London wants to meet you this afternoon.
Who?
Lord Fallon. Lord. With his 20,000 a year and all his grand houses. You could get him for your keeper.
Oh, Lucy. You'll be set up in fine style.
Just like Charlotte. Your own Sir George.
Lord Babington is here. Looking for an early rising.
Harriet, are you up to this?
Yes.
Charge him 4 guineas, see if he blinks. And get a message to Repton to come and fetch his goat, otherwise it's ending up in the pot for supper.
It's probably not what you're used to, but it's snug.
No luck?
What
for?
What will you do when the baby comes?
Oh no, I'm not that way. I'm just big. That's all. I like my buns. Do you want some? You won't say about that to anyone else, will you?
About what?
My dear girl.
Let me go. She'll kill me.
I'm going to look after you. Besides, she'll kill me if I let you go. Look at what she did to me. Her own son.
What she did to you.
My little chicken. Don't fear. I'm going to put her in the coal cellar. We'll be king and queen, and you'll never have to bed anyone else ever again. Apart from me.
You're drunk.
No. I've just had a little sup of Lady Laudanum. For my pain. Here, have some.
Let me.
Not too much.
Did she hurt you very much?
To the core of my soul.
Quiggy.
You paid the French girl's debt. Pay mine to Benjamin, get me my children. And I'll work for you for the rest of my life if needs be. I was tipped this by Lord Babington. 2 guineas on top of what you charged. I'm valuable to you.
Very well. We'll talk to him.
Thank you.
Charlotte Wells, you are a forward, flaunting hussy. Be mine.
Should we retire to your apartment to discuss terms?
Wife's in town. One of the dinners. But this is perfect. I can be the farmer, you the milkmaid, panting for congress in the open air. Here. Take this. There's a shady bar I know down by the water.
You insult me, sir. I'm not some low street girl that can be bought for a quick upright in the bushes. I'm the best time of your life. Morning, noon, and night.
You want me as your keeper?
We would have a riotous time.
I like the occasional dalliance, but a kept mistress. My wife would chop off my manhood.
What's left of it?
All right, I'm coming. Emily!
Mrs. Wells!
What's happened to you?
Where is she? Oh, Mrs. Wells! Thank God! Oh, God, I made such a mistake. Please take me back, I beg you. I'll do anything you want. Anything.
You're a Quickly's girl now.
Who do you think did this?
You made your choice, Emily.
We can't turn her away.
She made her choice.
No, please, please, just help me, please. You snake! You were meant to help me!
Here, take this to get you through the night. Keep your wits about you. Try and stay off the street.
Curse this house. And every stinking one of you.
Hey.
Get up!
I will protect you while you're under my roof. But I will not be played for a fool.
Come on, let's get to work.
Who gave you such a pasting, girl?
Who cares? No one cares.
The dog shouldn't go unpunished.
The dog's a bitch.
There's a room at mine. If you want it. If you rest up, pay me back when you're fit and well.
I've got money. I don't need your pity. Rancid troll. I've been at Quigley's. Find an even better house.
Ah, how lovely of you to call. I've been on the prowl for rich men. It's tiring work.
There.
There. Aren't we a snug party?
Just like old times.
I miss my Carlotta.
Did you quarrel with Sir Fopwit? He was very taken with Lucy last night.
As was everyone.
Do you mind her stealing all the attention?
Do you mind that you gave her up so soon? He has a new niece to occupy him. But what of you?
I tire of Sir George. I thought you might know someone seeking a companion.
Good news. He's a vain fizzle of a man. We onlookers long to see you sparring with a true match.
And this is your young nephew.
He's whatever I want him to be, whenever I want it. Would you like to stroke him?
He's not a pet.
Oh, but he is.
I can't help with your dilemma, I'm afraid. Lovely as you are, you're too old for my tastes now.
She's still Charlotte Wells. She can get a new keeper in a trice.
Yeah.
Aye, surely there are chaps who
trail around just to catch a glimpse of you. In the coffee houses, the pleasure gardens, the cocoa tree. Work your charms on one of them.
The children belong with their mother. Their mother works for me. If she's fretting, she's not giving me her best.
I came here for relief, not a lecture from a board. Like a duck to water.
I want to add the price of Harriet's children to my debt to you, so that they may be reunited with their mother.
You cannot pay what you already owe.
There's been a change in our fortunes. I'll start repaying you next week.
The price of my young slaves has gone up. I want £100 for them.
You can't do that. They're your brother and sister.
They're my property.
You're not fit to be a wart on your father's arse.
Can I have my whore now?
I'll lie with a corpse before I lie with you again.
Benjamin, please.
Breed with your own sort in future. Save us all this ungodly man.
All right, that's enough. Get out. You're a swine.
I'll get a better class of whore elsewhere.
I regarded my duty to deal with these type of people. Excuse me for a moment.
Yes, sir.
Where's the girl?
It is no concern of yours. You will only be implicated if you ask questions.
I found blood. What have you done to her?
Let it alone.
I want to know who I'm risking the noose for.
I gave you Lord Fallon.
The foot soldier. I want a real name, the king of the Spartans. That's my surety, or I will help you no more.
Ah, gentle.
What news, Ma?
We're the news. Or at least Lucy is. What are you doing here?
Spot hunting.
You all right?
Coffee? Right.
Yeah. Are we? Of course we are, Sprat. Don't tell Ma.
Nothing to tell.
Lord Fallon, such an honour. As it were. In that area.
Lord Fallon. As entreated, may I formally present my youngest daughter, Lucy Wells.
The songbird of the underworld. Enchanted.
Lord Fallon is a real prospect for Lucy.
I know one too, Ma. I've got to get away from Sir George. Can I come home for a while?
Green Street's not your own.
You know my meaning, with you and Lucy.
What do you walk around Soho for? You're living like a duchess in St James's.
Is it wrong to want to be with my family?
You should be setting your sights higher, not lower. I taught you nothing.
Don't mind your favourite.
You always make me feel 10 years younger.
Where's Charles?
He's been with Emily all day. I managed the house for you.
Are you in there with that trollop? Oh, drunk again. Charles! Charles, speak to me! Charles, speak to me, please! Speak to your mother! Help! Help! We need help now!
The good Lord will always forgive you. He will welcome with open arms those who have strayed.
Samuel! Waiting, I'll be back.
Amelia,
Miss Cross,
how's your ma?
a little better, thank you.
Why'd you run off last night?
Oi, come on, Violet.
Wait, if it's money you need, I have it.
You are prettier than him.
House to roll.
And House wins, sir. The lady wins again.
No, he's too old. His twig and berries will be shriveled out of sight.
Play again, sir?
Lady Repton, let you off your leash.
Slipped it. She's got the stamina of a ploughman. I'm wrung out.
Poor Mr. Marnie. What will become of you?
I thought I might try my chances in America. Hop a ride over the ocean.
You're missing your friends, the fish.
There's lots I miss about the ocean. Wide horizons. Sense of possibility. Care to join me? Why not? We can keep ourselves, be our own masters.
So when do you propose we set off on this adventure?
Why this very day? Let's go down to the docks and see what's about.
And supposing we survive the crossing, what will we do in America?
What wouldn't we do? We could start again. We'd be Lord and Lady Lovewelt on the rampage. Serious. Let's do it.
I get seasick. But you're right. We should be our own masters.
Charles.
This is a powerful emetic. It will discharge the poisons from his body.
Good boy. Good boy. Oh, baby.
Help me get him to his feet.
Help.
We must keep him conscious, madam.
Yes.
Or the drug will take him.
Walk with Mama. Round and round. Round the park like we used to. It's a good boy.
Hello, Bobby. Don't torment me, Betsy.
Please. Why so cold, Bobby? We only want a little drink. We're thirsty.
You must be good, Betsy's having a spasm every time you touch him.
I gave you all my money.
Oh, poor Bobby.
I'm toying with a conundrum, lady. Whether to tell your harlot you're in the pay of Madame Quigley,
Hello,
or to tell your mother you're in the sway of a harlot. Fear not. I'll say nothing at all.
Oi. Leave her be, you runt. Is he bothering you?
No. No. I wish to thank him for helping my mother. And me.
Move on. Don't pretend you're our friend.
Split me, weren't you Emily Lacey once?
Still fucking am!
We must pray he rallies now.
Where have you been for so long? You are not safe among the harlots.
But you sent me to them.
I was wrong. They will exploit your compassion and corrupt you.
Do not fret, son. I am here. I am fine.
Proverbs. There is a passage in Proverbs. Read it for me. Chapter 5, verse 3. Chapter 5, verse 3.
For the lips of a strange woman drop as honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil.
See how they draw you in.
But her end is bitter as wormwood.
sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. I'm burning.
Amelia, I'm burning!
I don't want your money. I want you.
I did not admit you.
These things are not yours!
They are paid for by hard labour.
Paid for by Lady Caroline.
You think she would like this? If you wait long enough, she too may take pity and bestow her favours upon you.
It is I who pity you. Though it revolts me to think of it now.
Prize your luck, Mr. Haxby. You had the famous Charlotte Wells for free. Even Sir George has to pay, richly as you can see.
I see everything.
Howard, rescue me from your tedious man. He does babble, sir.
Haxby, you will leave this house and my family's employ at this minute.
Sir, you know me well enough to know
I know you're a sneering hypocrite. When a thief to boot was stealing my property!
She thrust herself upon me!
Or give yourself to Haxby. Under my roof.
You drove me to it. I'm leaving.
I say when you leave! You will know your place. You will. I'm taking you to dinner tonight. So you have to behave. Or wear this. I love you, Charlotte.
You should have seen our girl. She had Lord Fallon eating out the palm of her hand.
You lose you soon, will we, Lucy? Going off into the world, make your fortune.
Lord Fallon will be here soon. Why don't you go upstairs? Get some rest.
I'll rest here, Ma.
Espèce de flaque de pisse. Grande merde. Vous sentez comme une vache.
Sweet girl, you taste of fresh churned butter.
Some port?
I prefer to eat. Sit.
delicate fruit. Like you. My very own Persephone. These seeds seal your fate. Swallow. And feel the juice run down your throat. Now you're mine.
I swear to you, it was an elephant.
You're sitting for a portrait, but I don't want to pose as a wood nymph or bear too much flesh.
As large as life, walking through St James's Park on a leash, like it was a pet hound or something.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen. My wife sends her apologies. May I present my guest in her stead, Charlotte Wells?
What are you doing, man? You insult us all. Where is Lady Caroline?
She's unable to tear herself away from the hothouse these days, which is apt, given she has the personality of a plant. Charlotte is my proxy wife.
For God's sake, just eat your food and leave early.
I've asked her to behave.
And she always listens to you.
She does now. Don't you, my dear?
Yes.
Shall we?
Is everything to your satisfaction?
Your daughter is a goddess. I will take her into keeping and treat her as such.
She's young. Her needs must be protected by a contract.
I will have one drawn up and sent to you, along with adequate remuneration for you, of course.
You honour us, your lordship.
I know.
I'm sorry, Ma. I'll do better next time.
What are you talking about? He wants you. He called you a goddess. You're going to be one of the leading lights in London. And you'll be safe.
Please don't make me go with him.
What?
He scares me.
Did he hurt you?
He made me eat seeds.
I don't understand, Lucy. You have to have a keeper!
Not him. Please. Can't I just stay here? And do something else? I'm no good at this.
Lord Fallon is a good opportunity for you. We'll talk later.
Charlie.
We have ridden out the storm, Mrs. Quigley. Your son is in calmer waters.
Cunliffe is downstairs for you, madam.
Stephen. Watch.
We need another girl. It is a growing monster that must be fed.
It is murder. And it is not worth my while.
You have no choice. I could have you swinging from a rope by the end of the week.
And you would be swinging beside me. You know my price.
You must be satisfied with Lord Fallon. I cannot risk revealing anyone else.
You don't know.
You don't know who you're working for.
You're merely the lackey. You don't know.
Please, Lydia, you must help me.
All your threats are as nothing to me. You're scared.
And you should be too. I beg you.
Yes, beg.
Beg!
I like that. I like that a lot.
Nice for you, isn't it? Yeah.
Want me to warm your bed, darling? Hello, Anderson. Want to take me home? I'm the Duchess of Quim!
I've heard that you are a famed wit, Miss Wells. If you have to be here, at least entertain us.
I find her wit an unbecoming trait, Lady Rutledge. I've cured her of it.
There is much that is unbecoming in your guest, but surely a cleverness with words and humour is to be admired.
Unless you're the subject of it, which he always is.
Is that why you left your wife at home? She can be most satirical about you.
Few people think Sir George is very clever, but he solved the eternal mystery of how to tame a shrew in one afternoon. Why don't you tell them how you did it?
Charlotte.
These are your friends. Surely you want to assist them with the capricious women in their lives. Tell them how you got me to behave tonight.
I do apologise. I feel I overstepped the mark in bringing Miss Wells. We're leaving.
How will you make me? Will you punch me again with all your might?
Charlotte!
Will you pin me to the bed? Tell me that you're my lord and master and rape me? Is that what you will do again? Rape me?
You see now her cruel wit.
I see no wit, only cruelty. I suggest we retire to the drawing room, where the air is better.
I'm leaving too, lest his violence follows me.
Bad form, old fellow.
You don't believe any of this, do you?